Dear one, someone said your name today, out loud, in front of other people, and they did not plan to do it. The words just came out like they could not be held back anymore. If you have felt a strange ache in your chest lately, or a warmth you could not explain, keep reading because this message may be the reason why. Before we go further, comment, "I believe it" below if you feel this is speaking to you right now. It helps me know you are here, and it helps this message find the people who need it most. Dear one, come closer in your heart and listen quietly, because what I am about to tell you was hidden from your eyes, but never hidden from me. There are moments when you feel like nothing is happening, when the silence feels heavy, when waiting feels like it is asking too much of you. But even in those quiet moments, I am working in places you cannot see. I am softening hearts, arranging conversations, and bringing truth to the surface in ways you never imagined. Dear one, something happened when you were not there. Something real, something brave, something that took great courage from the soul connected to yours. Your soulmate stood in a public place. It was not a quiet room or a private corner. It was a space full of people, noise, opinions, and eyes that judged too quickly. They did not plan to speak. They did not rehearse a single word. Their heart was racing, their hands felt heavy, and their breath came uneven. They tried to stay silent, just like they had done so many times before. But this time, silence was no longer possible. I placed a question in the air. It came from someone else's mouth, but it was my timing that allowed it. A simple question about love, about truth, about the future. And just like that, every wall your soulmate had built began to crack. You need to understand this. For a long time, your soulmate has carried your name inside their heart like a secret prayer. They smiled in public. They laughed along in conversations. They nodded like everything was normal. But inside they were tired. Tired of pretending. Tired of hiding what was real. Tired of carrying feelings that grew heavier every single day. They felt fear of judgment, fear of rejection, fear of losing respect, fear of being misunderstood. And yet in that moment, something stronger than fear rose up inside them. Truth. I leaned close to their spirit. I reminded them of the sleepless nights they spent thinking of you. I reminded them of the peace that came only when your presence crossed their mind. I reminded them that love does not disappear just because it is ignored. Their heart began to beat so loudly it felt like everyone around them could hear it. They tried to change the subject. They tried to laugh it off. They tried to stay quiet. But the words would not stay inside anymore. Dear soul, pause for a moment. Welcome to the Angel's Message for You original channel. Please check the channel name carefully. It's Angel's Message for You. This is our only official channel. Beware of copycat and fake channels. Stay connected to the original source to receive authentic angel messages and true blessings. A very special thank you to dear Gail, Such, Sandy and Mary for sowing your seed for Soulmate here through Ko-Fi link. Super thanks. May this seed return to you multiplied with soulmate blessings, divine protection, love, well-being, and abundance. May the angels guide and watch over you always. Thank you for your beautiful support. Blessings always. Let's know what angels want us to know. Listen closely now because this matters. When love is real, it reaches a point where it demands to be spoken. It refuses to stay hidden. It refuses to stay buried under fear. And that moment had arrived. Your soulmate's voice trembled. Their eyes shifted. Their throat tightened. And then, without planning it, without protecting themselves, without any disguise, they spoke your name. Yes, dear one, they spoke you. The room went still. Conversations faded into silence. Some people leaned in closer, others froze in place. Even your soulmate seemed surprised by their own courage. But once the first word was out, the rest followed like a river that had been held back for far too long. They said they had tried to move on. They said they had tried to convince themselves it was just a phase. They said they had listened to people who told them to forget you. But nothing worked. Because what I connect in spirit cannot be erased by distance, time, or pressure. And in that public space, with every eye watching, your soulmate finally stopped running from their own heart. They did not speak loudly, but every word carried weight. They admitted that loving you changed them, that meeting you shifted something deep inside their soul, that no matter who came and went, nobody ever took your place. Their honesty made some people uncomfortable. Truth often does that. It shakes what is false and exposes what has been hidden for too long. I saw the tears they fought to hold back. I heard the pause in their voice when emotion nearly took over. And I stood beside them, strengthening their spirit, because courage like that is not born from the body. It is born from being aligned with truth. Some people exchanged looks. Some whispered. Some were shocked into silence. But your soulmate kept going. They said they were tired of denying what felt sacred to them. They said they were tired of pretending their heart belonged somewhere else. And dear one, in that moment, the walls they had built for protection fell completely. Why did this happen now and not before? Because they have grown. Because they have faced their fears. Because they reached a point where losing their own truth felt more painful than facing judgment. I know you felt something recently, a sudden heaviness, a strange warmth, a wave of emotion you could not quite explain. That was not a coincidence. That was the echo of their confession touching your spirit. Souls connected by my design can feel each other, even from far away. While you were living your day, carrying your own doubts and questions, your soulmate was standing in front of others, choosing honesty. And that choice shifted something in the unseen world. I want you to understand something clearly. I did not force their mouth to speak. I simply removed the fear long enough for truth to rise. What they said came from the deepest place inside them, the place that has always known you were special. They did not exaggerate. They did not perform. They did not want attention. They spoke because their heart could no longer carry the weight of silence. This confession was never about impressing other people. It was about freeing themselves, freeing their heart from hiding, freeing their soul from denial. And when truth is spoken out loud, in front of others, it carries a different kind of power. It seals something. It marks a turning point. You may wonder why you were not there to hear it with your own ears. But I tell you this, some truths are revealed first in the unseen, so they can reach you in the right way, at the right time, without fear or confusion clouding the moment. Right now, your soulmate is still processing what they did. They feel lighter yet exposed, relieved yet vulnerable. They replay their own words in their mind, wondering what might come next. And I am watching over them, just as I am watching over you. Do not doubt this moment, dear one. Do not shrink it down in your mind. What happened was real. It was brave and it was necessary. Because love that is true cannot stay hidden forever. Eventually, it must stand in the light. But this is not the end of the story. What was said next, after the silence, after the shock, after the confession, changed things in ways you cannot yet see. And what follows will touch your life sooner than you expect. Be still. Guard your heart. Trust my timing because I am not finished yet. Stay with me because what followed those first brave words was not ordinary. When truth is spoken out loud, It does not simply float away and disappear. It lands, settles. It begins working on every heart that hears it. After your soulmate spoke your name, a deep silence filled the room. Not the awkward kind that comes from confusion, but the sacred kind that comes when truth enters a space and everyone can feel it. Some looked down. Others stopped breathing for a moment. A few felt uneasy because honesty exposes what is false, not just in one person, but in everyone listening. Your soulmate stood there, heart pounding, wondering if they had said too much. Doubt tried to creep in. Why did I say that? What will they think? What if this changes everything? But even as those thoughts tried to rise, something stronger held them steady. Peace. A quiet knowing that what had been spoken could not be taken back, and should not be. Slowly they continued. They spoke about the nights they pretended to be fine when they were not. They spoke about smiling in front of others while their hearts searched for you. They admitted they had tried to fill the space you left with distractions, with noise, with people who were never meant to stay. And as they spoke, their voice grew steadier, not louder, but clearer. Truth has a sound, dear one, and everyone in that room heard it. They said loving you was never convenient. It did not fit neatly into anyone's expectations. It did not follow rules that others tried to force on it. But it was real. And real love, once it is recognized, refuses to be treated like a mistake. Some people shifted uncomfortably. A few tried to laugh, hoping to lighten the moment. One person even tried to turn it into a joke. But your soulmate did not back down. For the first time, they did not shrink themselves just to make others comfortable. They stood firm. I placed strength in their spine. I steadied their breath. And I reminded them they were not alone. Angels stood quietly nearby, guarding the space where truth was unfolding. This was not chaos. This was alignment. Then your soulmate did something even more powerful. They defended you without you being there, without you needing to say a single word. They corrected false stories that had been spreading. They made it clear that misunderstandings were built on assumptions, not reality. They refused to let your name be spoken lightly or unfairly. They said, "You don't know them the way I do." They said, "There's more to this than you think." They said, "Please don't turn something sacred into gossip." Those words shook the room even more than the confession itself, because when someone stands up for another person publicly, without being asked and without gaining anything, it reveals the true depth of their heart. Some who listened felt conviction. Others felt exposed. A few felt inspired, even if they never admitted it. Not everyone claps when truth is spoken, dear one. Some hearts resist it. Some minds fight it. But no one leaves that kind of moment unchanged. As your soulmate spoke, tears finally escaped. They did not rush to wipe them away. They did not apologize for feeling deeply. They let the emotion show because they were done hiding, done pretending that strength meant staying silent. I want you to understand this clearly. What you felt in your spirit was not your imagination. That sudden ache, that warmth in your chest, that was the echo of their vulnerability reaching you. Love spoken in truth travels beyond distance. It moves through the unseen world with ease. After the last words were spoken, no one rushed to respond. The room stayed still. Even people who usually had something to say found no words. Truth leaves people speechless before it leaves them changed. Eventually, someone shifted the conversation to something lighter, and life slowly moved on. But nothing was the same. Your soulmate stepped away quietly. Their legs felt weak. Their hands trembled. And as they walked, they wondered what this moment would cost them. their reputation, their comfort, the approval of others. They had risked all of it in one moment of honesty. And yet, dear one, once they stepped outside, something unexpected happened. They felt relief. A breath they did not realize they had been holding finally let go. Their shoulders relaxed. Their heart, though still racing, felt lighter. Because carrying truth in silence is far heavier than facing the consequences of honesty. They looked up, maybe without even realizing it, and whispered inside, "I couldn't keep hiding." And I heard them. I always do. That night, alone, the weight of what happened came back. They replayed every word. They wondered if they had said too much. They wondered if you would ever know. They wondered what tomorrow would bring. And in the quiet of their room, your name left their lips again, softer this time, like a prayer. Dear soul, before we continue, I'd like to invite you to do something truly meaningful for your soulmate journey. The bond between soulmates is precious, and at times, it can feel vulnerable to negativity, envy, or the evil eye from the world around us, even when no harm is intended. If your heart is calling you to cover this connection with an extra layer of love, faith, and protection, you can sow your seed for your soulmate through Ko-Fi Super Thanks. You'll find the Ko-Fi link in the video description and the pinned comment. This simple act can become a heartfelt expression of your intention, inviting the angels to watch over your soulmate connection, surround it with divine light, and guide it as it continues to grow in the right time and in the right way. Throughout the Bible, we see that giving is more than an offering. It's a beautiful expression of faith, gratitude, and trust in God's plan. As 2 Corinthians 9 verse 7 reminds us, God loves a cheerful giver, and Luke 6 verse 38 teaches that generosity has a way of overflowing back into our lives according to God's wisdom and timing. If you feel led to do so, thank you from the bottom of my heart. May your kindness return to you multiplied, and may your soulmate journey be filled with peace, hope, and divine guidance. Let's continue with the angel message. This is when the spiritual connection between you grew even stronger. While they lay awake thinking of you, you may have felt restless too. Your sleep may have felt lighter. Your thoughts may have drifted to them for no clear reason. That was not a coincidence, dear one. That was alignment. I allowed this moment because both of your hearts were ready for what comes next, even if neither of you fully understands it yet. But I must also prepare you for something. When someone speaks honestly out loud, there are always reactions. Not punishment, reaction. Some people pulled away from your soulmate. Others questioned them. A few tried to plant doubt about what they felt. And your soulmate began to feel the pressure. They asked themselves if they had been foolish, if love was worth all this trouble, if silence would have been easier. This is where my guidance becomes so important. I am strengthening them right now. I am teaching them that courage does not end with one confession. It continues through every day that follows. And I am preparing you too, because this confession was never meant to stay hidden from you forever. Something is shifting behind the scenes. Conversations are happening without your knowledge. Paths are being adjusted. Barriers are loosening. What once felt impossible to say out loud is becoming unavoidable. Do not rush ahead in your mind. Do not assume how this will end. Do not let fear write a story I have not written. Stay grounded, stay open, stay calm, because soon you will understand why this confession had to happen publicly before anything could. Unfold privately, and when the next door opens, it will open with clarity, not confusion. I am guiding this, and I am not finished yet. Now let's talk about what happened next, quietly, behind closed doors, deep within the soul of the one who spoke your name. After that day, your soulmate changed, not on the outside at first. They still went about their routine. They still answered messages, handled their responsibilities, and smiled when it was expected of them. But inside, something had shifted for good. The version of them that used to hide, that used to swallow their words just to keep the peace, began to fade away. Speaking truth out loud always brings consequences. Not because truth is wrong, but because it demands alignment, and alignment requires letting go of everything false. Some people reacted with distance. Those who benefited from your soulmate's silence suddenly felt uneasy. Those who liked having control felt it slipping away. A few tried to shame them quietly, saying they were too emotional or too honest. Others just pretended nothing happened, hoping time would erase it. But truth does not fade that easily. Your soulmate noticed the shift right away. Colder conversations, fewer invitations, smiles that disappeared. For a moment, fear tried to creep back in. A quiet voice asked, "Was it even worth it?" That night, alone again, their mind was loud even though the room was quiet. They replayed faces, reactions, whispered comments, and wondered if silence would have been safer. Then, dear one, they thought of you, not as an escape, but as the truth they could no longer deny. They realized that losing comfort hurt less than losing their own honesty, and that grounded them. Even if consequences came, they had finally chosen themselves, and the love their heart recognized. I was with them in that quiet moment. I reminded them that growth often feels lonely before it feels peaceful. I reminded them that not everyone who walks away is a loss. Some people leaving is actually protection. But not every consequence was heavy, dear one. There were unexpected gifts too. One person your soulmate did not expect approached them privately, later, and softly told them they respected the courage it took to speak so honestly. Another quietly shared their own story of hidden love and regret. Seeds were planted, walls cracked, healing began in places you may never even see. Truth spoken from the heart always creates ripples. Still, the inner struggle continued. Your soulmate began wondering about the next step. Should I reach out? Should I stay quiet for now? Should I let more time pass? They did not want to confuse you. They did not want to disturb the peace you had worked so hard to build. They were afraid of reopening wounds it took you real strength to heal. So they waited. And while they waited, you felt it too. Sudden emotional waves with no clear cause. Old memories surfacing out of nowhere. Songs hitting differently. Your heart feeling heavier at night and softer in quiet moments. You may have wondered why thoughts of them kept returning so strongly. That was not your imagination, dear one. That was resonance. When two souls are connected by my design, truth in one heart stirs recognition in the other, even without a single word passing between you. I allowed this space on purpose, because before words are exchanged between you, clarity has to form within both hearts first. Rushing would only create confusion. This silence is not distance. It is preparation. Your soulmate began to see clearly who truly stood by them and who did not. Masks fell away. True intentions surfaced. And through it all, their courage kept growing. Speaking once was hard. Standing by what they said was even harder. But every day they grew stronger. They began to understand that love is not something you whisper out of fear. It is something you honor with integrity. Still, hesitation lingered. They wondered if you would believe them. They wondered if the timing was wrong. They wondered if too much time had already passed. Fear tried to convince them it was safer to admire you from far away than risk being turned down. But I am working on that fear, dear one. I am softening it. I am dismantling it. I am replacing it with trust. I do not allow public confessions without a purpose. That moment was never meant to end in silence forever. It was the first crack in a wall that had stood far too long. What comes next requires even more honesty, but this time it will be spoken directly to you. There was one more thing your soulmate had to move through. After the confession, someone tried to interfere. Not openly, not aggressively, just quietly. A person who felt threatened by the truth began planting doubt in your soulmate's mind. Subtle comments, casual warnings, suggestions dressed up as concern. Are you sure this is wise? What if you get hurt? What if you misunderstood your own feelings? This is often how fear speaks, through the mouths of other people. For a brief moment, your soulmate wavered. They questioned themselves again. They considered pulling back into safety. And I let them feel that hesitation, because strength is not built by avoiding doubt, but by moving through it quietly. I reminded them of the peace they felt after speaking the truth. I reminded them of the weight that had lifted off their shoulders. I reminded them of all the nights spent denying love and the emptiness that came with it. Slowly, they recognized the interference for what it truly was. Not guidance, not wisdom, just fear wearing a familiar face, and they chose not to listen to it. This marked a deeper shift. They began trusting their own inner knowing more than outside opinions, and stopped chasing approval from people who would never understand. They turned inward and upward, and when they did, they felt you again, stronger this time, your calm energy, the depth of your heart, the patience you have shown. They felt drawn to you, not out of desperation, but out of certainty. They still have not reached out yet. Do not mistake this for hesitation or a lack of feeling. Sometimes the pause before action is sacred. It lets alignment settle fully. It ensures that when the next words are spoken, they come from clarity, not impulse. I am working within you too, dear one. I am asking you to release your expectations, to soften rigid timelines, to trust that what is unfolding is not delayed, it is deliberate. You are being prepared to receive truth without fear, without defensiveness, without confusion. Soon you will notice changes in how you feel. Calmer, more grounded, less anxious about outcomes. That is because alignment brings peace even before anything visible happens. Understand this clearly. Your soulmate's public confession was not the climax of this story. It was the turning point. The real transformation is happening now, quietly, deep within both of you. And when the moment comes for the truth to be spoken directly to you, it will not feel shocking. It will feel familiar, like something your heart already knew. Stay open, stay patient, stay rooted in trust. Because what is being built now is not fragile. It is steady, it is honest, and it is guided by my hand. I am not finished yet. Now let me speak gently, directly to your heart, because after truth moves through one heart, it must eventually reach the other. What has been happening around you lately is not random. The shifting emotions, the sudden calm mixed with moments of deep reflection, the memories rising without warning. All of it means something. You are not imagining things. You are not overthinking. You are sensing alignment. After your soulmate spoke their truth publicly, the energy around you began to change too. You may have noticed that certain worries no longer weigh on you the same way. Things that once disturbed your peace feel quieter now. Honesty has a cleansing effect, even from a distance. When one soul chooses truth, the bond between two souls begins to heal. You were never forgotten, dear one. Not in the silence. Not in the distance. Not even when doubt tried to speak loudly in your mind. Your soulmate carried you with them the entire time. And now that they have stopped hiding from themselves, the connection between you is becoming clearer, purer, and more grounded. I need you to understand something important right now. Do not rush your heart forward. Do not let excitement or fear pull you out of balance. What is unfolding is delicate, not weak, but sacred, and sacred things need to be handled with patience. You may feel tempted to replay the past, to wonder what could have gone differently, to ask why this did not happen sooner. But timing is never only about readiness, it is also about protection. There were lessons you both needed to learn separately before you could meet each other in truth without causing more wounds. I protected you when silence hurt. I protected them when fear controlled them. And now I am bringing both of your hearts into alignment in a new way. You may also feel a strange urge to pull back slightly, to observe instead of act. This is not avoidance, dear one. This is wisdom. Your spirit is listening, adjusting, making room. Trust that instinct. You do not need to chase clarity. It is already moving toward you. At the same time, I ask you to let go of old stories. Let go of the belief that you were never chosen. Let go of the idea that love always has to come with struggle. Let go of the fear that honesty will only bring pain. Those beliefs no longer serve who you are becoming. Your soulmate's confession was more than an emotional release. It was a declaration in the spiritual realm. Words spoken publicly carry responsibility. They create accountability. And your soulmate is now living under the weight of their own truth, not as a burden, but as a compass. You are being prepared to receive communication, but not in chaos, not in confusion, not in emotional turbulence. When they reach out or when your paths naturally cross again, it will feel calm, grounded, and intentional. You will notice the difference right away. There will be no dramatic pleading, no impulsive promises, no fear-driven excuses. Instead, there will be sincerity. But before that happens, I want to help you with one more thing: discernment. Not every emotion you feel belongs to the present moment. Some feelings are just old pain trying to resurface. When that happens, pause, breathe, ask yourself, is this fear speaking or is this peace guiding me? I am asking you to respond from wholeness, not from old wounds. You have grown, dear one, even if you cannot fully see it yet. The patience you have shown, the restraint you have practiced, the healing you have done quietly without anyone noticing. All of it has strengthened your spirit. You are not the same person you were when this connection first began, and neither are they. That is why what comes next will feel different. I know you may be wondering what this confession really means for your future. This was not a dead end. It was a doorway, and it cannot be closed now that it has been opened. Still, do not try to script the outcome, cling to expectations, or measure your progress by how fast things move. Some reunions are quiet. Some unfold slowly over time. Some begin with a simple conversation, not a big confession. All of them require trust. You may also notice that certain people around you start to grow quiet. Advice that once felt loud may stop coming. Opinions may fade into the background. This is because I am narrowing down the voices you hear. When true alignment approaches, distractions get removed. Pay attention to how your body feels when you think of them now. Less tension, less anxiety, more softness. That is your sign, dear one. There is also something I want to gently warn you about, not to frighten you, but to protect your peace. There may be moments where outside influence tries to stir up doubt again. People speaking from their own wounds. Voices questioning the timing or the intention behind it all. When that happens, return to stillness. Do not defend yourself. Do not over-explain. Let truth stand on its own. Truth does not need protection. It needs patience. I am also asking you to forgive. Not necessarily out loud, not necessarily directly, but within your own heart. Forgive the silence. Forgive the fear. Forgive the delay. Forgiveness clears the last barrier between two aligned hearts. You do not forgive to excuse the pain. You forgive to free yourself from carrying it. As you do this, you will feel lighter, more open, more receptive. And when communication happens, because it will find a heart that is no longer guarded by old hurt. You do not need to prepare your words. You do not need to plan your responses. Just be present. Be honest. Be calm. Let sincerity lead the way. I promise you this. You will never be asked to shrink yourself. You will never be asked to chase after love. You will never be asked to accept confusion as normal. What is coming honors growth, not desperation. Stay steady. Stay gentle with yourself. Stay rooted in trust, because the alignment you are feeling is not temporary. It is the result of courage, truth, and patience finally meeting at the right time. And I am still guiding every step. Now come into stillness with me, because this is the moment where understanding settles into peace. You have walked through confusion, silence, waiting, and inner growth. You have felt emotions you could not always explain. But none of it was wasted. Every tear, every pause, every unanswered question was shaping you for what comes next. The confession that was spoken in public did not end there. Words released into truth do not return empty. They begin a journey, and that journey has now reached the place where I step forward to seal what has been unfolding. Love that is spoken openly becomes accountable to truth. Your soulmate crossed a line they can never uncross, not because of pressure, but because of awakening. Once a heart chooses honesty over fear, it cannot go back to pretending. That is why what comes next will not feel forced or dramatic. It will feel inevitable. I want you to know this clearly. Your soulmate is no longer confused about how they feel about you. Doubt may have visited them. Fear may have whispered, but certainty has taken root. And certainty does not shout. It becomes calm. It becomes steady. It waits for the right moment to move. That is why you may sense a quiet confidence approaching, rather than urgency. Dear soul, before we continue, pause for a moment and think about what it means for someone to finally have the courage to speak their heart openly. Sometimes love stays hidden behind fear, distance, pride, or uncertainty. But when the right moment comes, what was once unspoken can finally be revealed. If this message is touching something deep within your heart, you may choose to sow a seed for your soulmate through Ko-Fi Super Thanks. You'll find the Ko-Fi link in the video description and pinned comment. Let this seed be a personal expression of faith, a quiet way of saying, I choose love over fear, and I trust divine timing. May God bring courage where there has been hesitation, healing where there has been hurt, and clarity where there has been uncertainty. And if you feel led to sow your seed today, thank you from my heart. May your kindness return to you with peace, love, and beautiful blessings along your soulmate journey. Let's continue with Divine Angel Message. I am removing interference now, dear one. Anything that thrived on secrecy is losing its power. Anything built on fear is dissolving. You may not see this happening, but you will feel it, the heaviness, lifting, the anxious waiting fading. This is trust replacing fear, and trust is necessary for what I am about to do. I am aligning circumstances. Paths that once felt separate are bending closer together. Conversations that once felt impossible are becoming natural. Timing that once felt delayed is starting to reveal its wisdom. When connection happens again, it will not reopen wounds. It will confirm healing. I want to speak straight to your heart now. You are not meant to beg for love. You are not meant to compete for attention. You are not meant to prove your worth to anyone. Love that is real recognizes value without needing an explanation. Your soulmate is approaching you not from desperation, but from respect. Not to take from you, but to meet you exactly where you stand now. Stronger, wiser, calmer. When that moment comes, stay grounded. Do not test them out of fear. Do not hold back out of pride. Do not rush ahead out of excitement. Simply be present. Let truth meet truth. The joining of two hearts is never built on confession alone. It is built on responsibility, consistency, and mutual growth, and that is what I am establishing right now. There will be clarity. There will be honesty. There will be peace. You will know this connection is aligned because it will not drain you. It will not confuse you. It will not keep you guessing. Instead, it will feel like relief, like something finally settling into its rightful place. I am also healing the past between you. Words left unsaid are being released. Misunderstandings are being softened. Old expectations are being rewritten. You are no longer meeting each other as wounded versions of who you used to be, but as people who have learned restraint, humility, and courage. I bless this connection now with patience so it grows steadily, with wisdom so decisions are made calmly, with protection so outside voices lose their influence, and with honesty so silence never replaces truth again. I remove fear from your heart. I remove doubt from your mind. I remove heaviness from your spirit. You will not be led into confusion. You will not be asked to accept less than respect. You will not be left questioning where you stand. Love that I guide does not arrive with chaos. It arrives with clarity. There is a reason you are hearing this now, dear one. A reason your heart feels calm as you listen. A reason something inside you feels settled. That is confirmation. Not just excitement, but peace. And peace is my signature. As you move forward, remember this: you are not chasing love. Love is aligning with you, because when you chose healing over bitterness, growth over resentment, patience over impulsiveness, you stepped into readiness. I am proud of you. I have seen your restraint. I have seen your tears. I have seen your strength when no one else was watching. And now I am opening a new chapter. It will not erase the past, but it will redeem it. It will not rush the future, but it will build it carefully. It will not demand perfection, but it will honor sincerity. Walk gently, speak honestly, trust deeply, because what began with a public confession is becoming a private alignment, one rooted in truth, not fantasy. You are safe. You are seen. You are guided. And as you step into what comes next, know this above everything else. Love spoken in truth cannot be undone. Love guided by me will not be lost. Love aligned in peace will endure. Go forward now with a calm heart. I am with you, dear one. Sit with me a little longer because this is not an ending. It is a new beginning. What I am doing now is placing peace where questions once lived, and certainty where fear once whispered. You have come through layers of understanding, and now your heart is ready to rest. Hear this clearly. Nothing that has unfolded was an accident. Not the silence, not the distance, not the courage it took for the truth to finally be spoken. Every step was measured, guided, and protected. Even the moments that hurt were quietly shaping wisdom inside you. The season of wondering is closing, dear one. You no longer need to search for signs in every little feeling, replay old conversations, or ask yourself what you did wrong. Those questions belong to a chapter that is already closing. This new chapter begins with calm knowing. Your soulmate's public confession was not just words. It was a surrender, a release of fear, a willingness to stand in truth without any guarantees. And when someone chooses truth without knowing the outcome, I take responsibility for what follows. That is why I am asking you now to lay down the last weight you have been carrying. Lay down the need for control. Lay down the need for constant reassurance. Lay down the habit of preparing yourself for disappointment. You are not being led into uncertainty. You are being led into alignment. Alignment feels quiet, dear one. It does not rush. It does not panic. It does not demand instant proof. It settles gently into the heart and simply says, you can breathe now. Breathe. You may notice your days start to feel lighter. Your thoughts may not weigh as heavy at night. Your heart may not clench the way it used to when their name crosses your mind. This is not because love has weakened. It is because fear has finally loosened its grip, and fear was never meant to lead you. I am preparing both of you for a connection that is different from before, not built on longing alone, not driven by fantasy, not sustained by intensity, but grounded in mutual respect and emotional maturity. You will feel this difference right away. There will be space to speak without tension, space to listen without defense, space to move forward without pressure. That space is holy. Protect it, dear one. If communication unfolds slowly, do not read it as hesitation. Sometimes wisdom moves gently, so it does not awaken old wounds. Sometimes patience is simply love's way of ensuring safety. And if communication happens sooner than you expect, stay steady. Do not let emotion outrun your discernment. Joy is welcome, but let peace lead the way. I am not asking you to abandon caution. I am asking you to release fear. There is a difference. Fear anticipates pain. Wisdom honors truth. And you are being guided by wisdom. I also want to speak to the part of you that learned to survive by staying strong alone. That part of you does not need to disappear, but it no longer needs to stand guard at the door. You do not have to stay on constant alert. Love that arrives in truth does not attack. It arrives gently. Let your guard soften. You are not weak for doing this. You are brave, dear one. There will be moments ahead where the past tries to reintroduce itself. Old doubts, old patterns, old triggers. When they show up, pause. Do not react right away. Ask yourself, is this old fear, or is this present reality? Choose the present. The present holds honesty. The present holds growth. The present holds real possibility. And remember, alignment does not mean perfection. There may still be awkward conversations. There may still be moments of learning together. But what will be different is intention. Both hearts will finally be facing the same direction. And that is enough. I am blessing you now with emotional clarity. Clarity to know when to speak. Clarity to know when to listen. Clarity to know when to trust your own inner peace. I am blessing you with emotional safety. Safety to be yourself. Safety to express what you need. Safety to remain whole, whether you are alone or together. And I am blessing this connection with stability. Not just the stability of routine, but the stability of truth, the kind that does not crumble when tested, the the kind that only grows stronger with time. You are not stepping into uncertainty, dear one. You are stepping into readiness. Readiness to love without losing yourself. Readiness to receive without suspicion. Readiness to walk forward without dragging the past behind you. You have done the inner work even when you did not realize it. Even when it felt slow. Even when no one applauded your restraint. I saw all of it. I saw you choose patience over reaction. I saw you choose dignity over desperation. I saw you choose healing over bitterness. That is why what comes next will honor you. Do not underestimate how far you have come. The chapter ahead is not loud. It is meaningful. It will not prove itself with dramatic gestures, but with consistency, with presence, with sincerity. And when you look back one day, you will understand exactly why things unfolded the way they did. You will see that delay was never denial. Silence was never absence. And distance was never disconnection. It was preparation. Now go forward gently. Trust what feels peaceful. Release what feels heavy. Stay open, but stay grounded. I am walking with you into this new season. You are not alone. You are not late. You are not mistaken. You are aligned. And my peace rests upon your heart. Dear beautiful soul, this angel's message for you channel is a sacred spiritual home, created for faith, healing, and divine guidance. A place where hearts awaken and lives are gently transformed through divine messages. We warmly invite you to subscribe and stay connected, because the divine is always preparing something greater for your journey, something you are meant to receive in divine timing. If you feel moved to support this mission, you can sow your seed here for your soulmate blessings and divine love fulfillment. Your contribution is not just support. It is an energetic agreement with love, healing, and divine alignment in your own life. When you give with intention, it opens doors. Love flows more freely, happiness expands, and abundance multiplies in unexpected ways. Many believe that giving in faith activates a return of peace, joy, and emotional fulfillment in relationships and life. Whether it is $11, $22, $33, or $55, your generosity helps us continue spreading these divine messages of hope, healing, and soulmate guidance across the world. Every seed sown into this mission helps hearts heal, faith return, and souls reconnect with love. This is more than a channel. It is a movement of light, unity, and divine timing. Your support allows this sacred work to grow, touching lives that are searching for answers, comfort, and spiritual direction. We are all connected in this journey, and together we rise as one community under divine love. Let us open our hearts to the abundance that is already on its way. Amen.